So these are the main advantages of data warehouse. And this is the structure of data warehouse. Actually, this is from website, and we have data warehouse architecture from book, which we also see. So data warehouse integrates data from various sources, as we said, and this is being stored in the warehouse. And this Zoho Analytics is the it's warehouse tool, business analytics tool. Okay, so we have a warehouse here, and this warehouse integrates data from multiple sources, and data from multiple sources would be in different format. Therefore, this need to be um, transformed and to a one specific format that could be accepted by warehouse and stored in warehouse. And we have a metadata here. And most of you, and you have studied what is metadata in DBMS. Can anyone tell what is metadata?
Data about data.
Data about data is called as metadata. And we said warehouse will hold data from various sources. Therefore, it may have data from sales department, customer detail, production, etc. and so on. And this metadata will maintain information about the data that is available in the warehouse. So, and metadata helps in fast retrieval of the data. And at the end we have query analysis, and query, as we all know, warehouse and database are only the backend tool. It's used for storage purpose, and nothing more could be done with these tools. And query and analysis is being carried out by the client, and to carry out query and analysis we may not expect the end user to be a proficient person in SQL or PostgreSQL. So we may not expect the end user to possess knowledge about the software. Instead, we generally provide an user interface through which the data user access the data from the warehouse. So clients are provided with a front-end tool, and through this front-end tool, the client will apply. I mean, through this, they can analyze and fetch the data what they want. Therefore, we have here query and analysis, and query and analysis is being carried out by business analytic tools or decision support tools. So we have many business analysis and decision support tools. For example, if we say even our ATM application, we all know SQL or Oracle is used to store the data in the database, but when the user they come, they generally use the user interface. We just click and withdraw money. And similarly, if you want to view our balance detail, we just click balance and we know our balance information. So we doesn't write query there to fetch the data from the database. And similarly, even for analysis, we never expect the end user to be a proficient person in query language. And instead, we provide an front-end tool as user interface through which they give the request and get the response. So this is about the warehouse architecture. This is the general architecture. And these are the business intelligence tools available. We have Zoho Analytics, Big Eval, Yellowfin BI, and Clear Analytics. All these are business analytics tools which could be used by the end user to get the analysis report from the database, that is warehouse. So now we are going to see the difference between the database and data warehouse. So database is generally, as we all know, it is used to perform online transaction and query processing. And database systems are also called as online analytical transaction and online transaction processing system. So why we call it as online transaction processing system is it is used to retrieve data and I mean,
Um,
do transaction. That is what more?
Ma'am, in the previous slide you told BI tools, no, ma'am. BI stands for Business
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay, ma'am.
So any business can analyze their production performance that need to be carried out or customer information. So we call it as business intelligence. So this improves the business of any organization. So database uses online transaction processing system. Since we withdraw money and we deposit money. Whereas warehouse, when we come to warehouse, it uses, I mean, from warehouse, the analytic person is going to analyze the data in the warehouse and make decisions based on the pattern they have identified. And therefore, data warehouse systems are called as online analytical processing system. So online analytical processing is called as OLAP, whereas transaction processing is called as OLTP. So here, to summarize, we have here OLTP is used to run a business, whereas when we come for warehouse, it helps us optimize the business. So it helps us improve the business, whereas database is used to run the business. So this is the difference between database and warehouse. Is this clear more? Database uses OLTP system and warehouse is also called as OLAP system, online analytical processing system. Analytical processing helps us improve our business, whereas database helps us run the business. From the database, we can store the inventory detail, we can store our stock detail. Therefore, when a